Meda, I'm at the same boat as you. I'm waiting for a miracle as well. After all, I had a very, very, very bad week, and it terrifies me a lot. Hi, ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop 1987. This is my review for a day. And today I do have a review, ladies and dudes, and please forgive me for what I look like right now. I'm just not in a really good mood after everything that happened to me. It's a long story that's way too hard to explain, and I'll tell you one important thing is, thank you very much for concerning about my mother. I appreciate your kind comments, and I will let you know right now she's feeling a lot better, and she needs to rest now and try to get back her strength and all that stuff. And yeah, my cat Say is there for me, keeping an eye on me and make sure I'm okay and all of that stuff. So yeah, ladies and dudes, I will let you know I had a very, very, very bad week. And it's just a long story that's way too hard to explain. And I promise to all of you, I will be better and better once August comes out, and maybe, hopefully, we need a brand new change right away. And all I need is a miracle right now. Something that will make me happy and be joyful again, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm at the same boat as this main character of the picture. So yeah, my next movie review is the Encanto. And yeah, I will say this is a very underrated movie to watch, and it's a good movie for what it is. So without further ado, ladies and dudes, I will go ahead and do my next movie review of Encanto. So let's get this started. What should I say about the main plot of the story? It's a story about a young woman named Mimeda, and all that she ever wanted in her whole entire life is to have a gift. She would love to have some type of magical powers of her own, but she's just an ordinary girl who's just living in a normal life and just be a good family member to Marigal. I think that's the name, the name of the type of family that she has. So yeah, all she ever wanted is a miracle of her own. Since her own families have their own miracle thing, there is one character who is really strong, one character who could do flowers, one character who could talk to animals, one character who likes to hear things, and one character who likes to pretend to be somebody that he's not, or just like to do some disguises, and so on and so forth. And yeah, one day Mimeda found out that the magic is dying for some unknown reason, and there's a couple of cracks that came out of nowhere, so she gotta figure out what the heck is wrong with the magic, and why the heck is the house cracking and all that stuff. So that's all I could say about the main plot of the story. And I guess everybody wants to know is, what the heck do I think about this movie? I will say it's a very darn good movie to watch. I will say it's a very underrated Disney film indeed. It had a good storyline, good animation, good characters, has good voice cast. I will say the songs are fine. Well, I have problems with a little bit of rushness, and I can't understand what the character is saying in the song. Well, I like a couple of them here and there. I do like the score, and I like a good message to it, that it doesn't matter if you have magic powers or not, just be yourself and be only yourself and all that stuff. So that's all I could say about all the things I do like about the film. So I'll go ahead and tell you about my strongest points and the weakest points of Encanto. Tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, about the strongest point in the movie, I have no idea what the strongest point in the movie is. Is it the animation, the casting, the score? So yeah, I'm stuck with the strongest point in the movie. So I'll have to put a question mark for that. So I have no idea what's the strongest point in the movie is. So I have no idea, since I'm kind of stuck on that one. And I will say for my weakest points of the movie is I feel bad for two characters. Just two characters. And I'll show you if I could find it. It has something to do with these two dudes. One is Mimeda's father, and this other father that belongs to the other members of the family. They're the only two characters I know who don't have magic powers. It says they're ordinary guys who are just normal human beings. I wonder why they never got any magic powers. That's for sure. So yeah, I will say my weakest... Oh yeah, I will say another weakest point in the movie is I had trouble with a couple of songs here and there. Well, I do like a couple of songs that I can hear perfectly, you know, what they say in their, some of the lyrics here and there. I will say for the beginning of the song, you know, the Madrigal song, I think they just rushed the lyrics way too much, and I wish that the actress who played Mimeda needs to slow the lyrics down, and so I can understand what I'm trying to hear and all that stuff. You know, what she says about every single member of the family. Well, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I do have trouble with a couple of the songs here and there, but there's a couple of songs I can hear perfectly about what the heck they're saying and all that stuff. I don't mind the song that took place in Mimeda's grandmother's past. There was one good song I do like in the film that was really touching and mind-blowing and yet pretty darn sad at the same time. So that's way too hard for me to explain. So I will say my weakest point in the movie is there's two characters who don't have magic powers at all. They're just ordinary guys. And I had trouble with just a few songs here and there where I had trouble listening to the lyrics for. So that's all I could say about that. And now let's go on to the characters. I'll go with the two characters that stand out to me in this movie. One is Mimeda, played by this actress I really don't know of. I really do relate to this character. I really do feel sorry for her. You know, being one of the members of the family who doesn't have magical powers, or she doesn't have a miracle at all. She's really like me in so many ways. I'm trying really hard to find a miracle of my own. If I could find a way to do something right. I will say she had a good storyline. She has a great personality, great attitude. And she's a very darn likable character, and all that she ever wanted in her life is she just wanted a miracle for her own rights. And it's hard for me to explain. I really do like this young lady overall. She's a really good character. And I will say my favorite family member of this Madrigal is really this cute little kid, Antonio, if I got his name right, Antonio. I really love this character so darn much. He is cute and adorable. He's truly the most lovable one in the whole entire family. He is such a sweetheart. That kid really did warm my heart, and became the only person who cared about Mimeda very darn much, and I really love their connection. Well, it took place in the first half of the movie. It's just adorable and sweet, and I really love the part where he loves animals, and he was so darn sweet to every single animal that he did see or care about in the film. I really love the part where he had a connection with that cute jaguar. It is so sweet and adorable in so many ways. Yeah. So I think I really do care about these two characters. I also like Bruno too, played by John Leguizamo. Since you know about John Leguizamo, he did do some animated films here or there. He did one for Titan AE and also the Ice Age. And you'll understand where his storyline is coming from at the later on part of the film that I cannot spoil for all of you. So yep, that's all I could say about characters. And I will say for my final thoughts of the film, I will say it's a very darn good movie to watch. And also very underrated as well. I will say it had a good storyline for the most part. The characters are likable. It has good animation. And it had a very good score. I will say the songs, some of them are good, some of them are fine. It's just I had trouble with some of the songs here and there that feature the lyrics, and it was rushed too much. And it has a very good message to it about believe in miracles, and you gotta learn to be yourself no matter what. So I decided to give this film a 9 out of 10. It's a very enjoyable film to watch. And I promise I'll be back in August. I hope and pray I'll be in a much better mood after my terrible mess here and there that happened in July. So please keep your thoughts and prayers for me, and also my thoughts and prayers, and also some thoughts and prayers for my mother too, since she had some issues here and there. So all I need is a miracle. Yeah. Amen. So I'll see you all later, and sayonara.